Getting to know the story behind the headlines. Akron News Now reports with more depth on the stories you need to know on WAKR News Now.
The city of Greene is trying to figure out how to better deal with stormwater runoff. Mayor Dick Norton talked with Akron News Now's Ray Horner.
We're one of the most attractive cities in terms of business development in the area, and we have land. So one of my concerns is that as we continue to develop, we will have more rooftops, we will have more parking lots, all which we want in specific areas. And I just want to make sure that the infrastructure, especially with regard to water, is handled better than other cities. I can't think of a city, Ray, that distinguishes itself as the model. The other thing I would remind listeners is that the Earth, this planet that we live on, is about 2/3 water, and we tend to get downpours of rain, and we seem to have accepted as a society that water will always be a problem, because I'm always confounded by people and businesses who will build structures in the natural flows of water. I'm often confused by that, and then they sort of create their own challenge and problem. But I think that we have the wherewithal, I think we have the willpower to create a model, if you will, and maybe change the standards for new development. I don't want to scare developers, but it will be one of the things that we will look at. And maybe what we should do is even have maybe some flexibility and have site-specific requirements for a development, because not all locations are the same. And why wouldn't we adopt standards that are unique to the site and its surrounding communities?
Certainly makes sense when you present it that way, Dick, about your expansion in the city in the years to come, to pick out the sites that are basically away from the water flow. What about in 2011? Is there a stormwater problem in Greene at all?
No more than anywhere else. Again, they're very isolated. There are probably 6 hot spots, if you will. The rest of the city is very fine. Again, as you could expect, they're all in low-lying areas. No surprise there. I know that there is it seems like some cities, or maybe all of us cities, we do things the same. We've adopted what we call the Summit County standards for stormwater management for new development. And they do these pre-construction and post-construction runoff assessments to determine whether or not the design that's proposed is going to be adequate to handle the new water runoff. And I guess I would just have to challenge that. It could be right, but I think that's one of the things we have to look at. Is it still okay? And by the way, we've raised the standards in Greene. We've said maybe that's not good enough. Maybe it's practical and maybe it's affordable, but maybe there are other ways.
More news, weather, sports, business, entertainment, and community on AkronNewsNow.com and always on WAKR News Now.